Hello, people. Welcome back to the show. So, yeah, with more sports, you see more, you do more, you experience more. So, you might be wondering, I'm doing a midweek, show. Yeah, I'm doing that because I just felt that there's a lot of things that is going on, and we don't want you guys to miss out on such information. This is not going to be a long one. So, we're going to get straight into the show. So, what have we got? I just want to tell us about the transfer market, what has happened so far, and what may yet happen. So, let's look at the Premier League in Europe, right? Um, the confirmed transfers that has happened. So, Florian Wirtz has been confirmed by both Leverkusen and Liverpool Football Club. So it's a £136 million deal, and it's a record British transfer. But I think £100 million of that is guaranteed, and I think the rest are structured add-ons. So it's going to be structured, and they're going to get it. It's performance related. So once it crosses its threshold, then Liverpool will need to pay. And already Liverpool secured the services of Florian Wirtz's teammate and best friends, Jeremy Frimpong. So Jeremy Frimpong is of Ghanaian origin, but is a Dutch, football player. So Liverpool secured the services for £29.5 million. And as we await the medical for Florian Wirtz to be done today or tomorrow, Liverpool is also talking to Bournemouth for this to get the services of Milos Kakets. Milos Kakets is an Hungarian international, but is of Serbian origin. So yeah, we thought to be bringing all of these little information and differences. So it's Serbian origin, but it's Hungarian. It was born there. So that deal is expected to be £40 million. Yeah, he's a fantastic footballer. So that is being confirmed. Now, Chelsea, that's Liverpool. Moving on to Chelsea. Chelsea triggered a £30 million release clause of Liam Delap. And Liam Delap, played for Ipswich. He used to be a youth player of Manchester City and now moved to Ipswich and performed very well. And now he secured Chelsea, triggered this £30 million release clause, and is their player now. So he's currently playing at the FIFA Club World Cup for Chelsea. And also, Chelsea is not, sitting by while they're waiting to sign other players. We know they've got deep pockets, and last season they just signed everyone that they fancied. If they fancied you, they're going to give you a 9 years contract and a couple of hundreds of thousands of pounds every week. So they already secured the services of Esteval Willian from the Brazilian, league. Esteval is one of the most talented footballer, and some people have said that since Neymar emerged from Brazil, there's no one who is as talented as Esteval Willian. So it will be. He's playing currently for his club. I can't remember the name of the club offhand. It's not Botafogo. It's not International. It's one of those clubs. Um, is the deal was that after the Club World Cup, then he's going to move over to Chelsea Football Club. So I'm sure the fans, the coach, and the coaches of Chelsea, they will be watching Esteval Willian very, very closely. I read one of his articles about Esteval. It was called Little Messi because of the way he moves with the football and the way the football sticks to his legs. And he's been telling people, now I'm my own man now. I don't want you to call me Messi. Call me Esteval. So remember that name. Chelsea also signed Dario Esugo. Okay, Esteval was signed from Palmeiras. That was the club I was. So if you're watching the FIFA Club World Football, you need to look out for Palmeiras when they're playing. Palmeiras FC of Brazil. So Esteval plays for them currently, but at the end of June, is going to move over to Chelsea. And uh, Chelsea already completed the signing of Dario Esugo from Sporting Lisbon. Chelsea, they're not playing. They're not playing. So they're getting all of these talents in as fast as they can. Expect them to sign more, maybe three more players. Manchester United, I don't want to laugh. Manchester United, they've only been able to sign just one player, and that is Mateus Cunha, the Brazilian that captained Wolves FC in the Premier League. Uh, they paid 62.5 million pound, and I think, that money. I rate Mateus Cunha very, very well. He's a Brazilian international. He plays for the Brazilian national team, and the way he has carried Wolves in the last two seasons has been nothing short of phenomenal. He might have some temper, but it's used it in the right direction. We're expecting Manchester United is talking to another African player. That is the Cameroonian, player, Mbuemo, Brian Mbuemo of Cameroon. Manchester United is talking to that player and Brentford to secure his services. And my honest feeling is, if Manchester United secures the services of Brian Mbuemo to partner with Mateus Cunha and all the talents they've got in the club, they will definitely be in the shout for the top four next season. That's what I believe. It's my belief. It might happen. It may not happen. Now, Manchester City. Manchester City is not hanging around in the corner. They're not playing, right? And they've already signed four players, but the three that I can confirm for you, they signed Ryan Nuri. Ryan Nuri is I think he's Algerian, if I'm not, please correct me. I think he's either an Algerian or Moroccan footballer. They paid 36.3 million pounds. They also signed a fantastic player that has been mentioned, severally last season, that it was coming to the Premier League, but somehow he stayed back in Lyon. He plays in Ligue 1. Ligue 1 is a Premier League category of France. So Ryan Cherki was signed for 34 million pound. Tijani Reinders has also been signed. I think Tijani Reinders played for AC Milan of Italy. He was signed for 46.3 million. So Manchester City is just on a roll. Just at the January transfer window, they spent about 200 million pound. So we expect that the 115 charges that's been given against Manchester City for doping, for financial doping, will be handed down to them, will be made known to everyone before this season starts. So whatever that is going to involve, as the story develops, we are going to bring it to you. Let's go to Tottenham. Tottenham won, the Europa League against all odds, and that was their first major cup in about 22, 23 years, or is it 28 years? And what did they do? They sacked the coach. This is a team that wins nothing, basically, and they won something and they sacked the coach. Oh, and then Levi, who is the chairman, came out and said, we sacked him because we wanted to win the Premiership and we had in mind to win the Champions League. I mean, wake up from your dreams, Levi. It's not going to happen. Not with the set of players you've got, and not with the coach. Who did you sign? You signed the Brentford coach. What has he won? Nothing. So anyway, they signed Kevin Danso. Kevin Danso is of Ghanaian origin, so they signed him for 21 million pounds. And they also signed Matisse Tel, who they took on loan from Bayern Munich last season. They signed him permanently for 30 million pounds. Yeah, so that is the EPL. Let's go straight to Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich tried to sign Florian Wirtz. They were not successful for a couple of reasons. One of those reasons was Florian Wirtz plays almost the same as Musiala, Jamal Musiala, and Jamal Musiala is of Nigerian origin. If you know, you know. Um, he doesn't know how that's gonna fit. The project was they're gonna fit both of them together to play in, but their playing style is similar. But most importantly, Florian Wirtz does not want his role to be overshadowed by anybody else. He wants to be his own man in a team that wants him and that want to build around him. So he didn't go to Manchester City. He had his talk with Pep Guardiola, the coach of Manchester City, but he rejected them and came to Liverpool. Bayern Munich signed Jonathan Tah on a free from Leverkusen FC. This fantastic team that Xabi, the coach of Real Madrid, built at Leverkusen, is being torn apart. So Liverpool got two out of them. Bayern Munich go, this guy is a defender, fantastic guy. He also of African origin. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. So let's look at the major rumors and ongoing talks. Liverpool news broke 2 days ago and yesterday. Everyone's saying that Liverpool is trying to sign Alexander Isak of Sweden. He's of Eritrean origin. Yeah. So if that happens, everyone can forget the Premier League. Liverpool's gonna win it. It will be a certainty then if they sign this elegant, pacey, ingenious uh, footballer. It's a difficult, it's a pest of a player to deal with. If you're defenders, you absolutely, because he works within the pockets and it can shoot, it can head, it can um, join up play, it can hold up play, it can spread the passes as well. So, I mean, if that is added to the firepower of Salah, Florian Wirtz, Frimpong, not Nunes, Diaz, Gakpo, and then you have all these midfielders, Soboslai. I mean, come on now. Who's going to challenge Liverpool? So that will be too much power concentrated in just one club. Liverpool is also eyeing Anthony Gordon, right? So Manchester United and Chelsea are still in the talk for Hugo Ekitike. Tottenham, they've tabled a £50 million bid for Mohamed Kudus of West Ham. That is going to be rejected. If West Ham is going to lose Kudus, a fantastic player, I think it's going to be not towards of £65 million, to be honest. It's just like if you want to sell Saka today, how much are you going to put on Saka? So if you put in like 100 mil on Saka, then definitely Mohamed Kudus should be going for like 65, 70 million pounds in today's market. Chelsea is also in the game for Joao Pedro, just as Newcastle had already made a bid of 60 million pounds for him. Chelsea wants everyone, but I think if he's sensible, he's going to go over to Newcastle. Bayern are interested in Granit Xhaka, the ex, Arsenal player, Arsenal captain, and Fermin Lopez. Arsenal didn't mention them. We don't know what Arsenal is doing, to be honest with you. I'm actually miffed. Everyone knew that Arsenal needed a striker. Why aren't the first on the line to sign a striker? I don't understand it. They're doing, is it Gyökeres? Is it Shesko? Is it Gyökeres? Is it Shesko? Is it Ekitike? Come on now. You just got to go to the market. Already, Manchester City signed 3 players, 4 players even. Liverpool already completed 3 players. These are the guys you're competing with. So you've not signed anybody. You've released a few players. We even heard that some of the more experienced players are leaving because you can't tie down a contract with them. So Thomas Partey of Ghana, we read the report today that he's not been able to agree a deal with Arsenal, so he might be moving on. So who are you signing? So that's your problem anyway. Arsenal is still arguing about the 80 to 100 million euros, fee that has been given for Benjamin Sesko. So let's see what happens, So, so far in UK alone, 324 million pounds has been spent in this short window that's open, and the bulk of the activities is yet to happen. So this is one to watch out for. I think what will be spent in the Premier League alone will be upwards of 900 million pounds to £1 billion at the end of the show. So let us look at the transfer market from the point that we represent Africans. What is happening? Are they getting a piece of the pie? We want to know. So the confirmed moves we have so far. Remember I told you just in January window, Manchester City signed Egyptian Omar Mamouche from Eintracht Frankfurt. JJ Okocha used to play for that team. They signed him for 75 million euros. Already, Amin Gouiri of Algeria completed a move from Reims of France to Marseille. Emmanuel Agbadou of Ivory Coast has completed his move in January for 20 million. No, Amin Gouiri, completed his move for 22 million euros. Emmanuel Agbadou joined Wolves from Reims of France for 20 million euros. And Akko Adams, Nigerian, transferred in a 5.5 million euros deal from Montpellier to Sevilla. And Gift Orban moved permanently to Offenheim for 9 million euros plus 3 million add-ons, to revive his career. So loans and transfers and free transfers. Umar Sadiq, Nigeria, is on loan from Real Sociedad to Valencia until June 2025. And then Adam Asno is a Moroccan, completed a loan from Bayern Munich to Real Valladolid. So the ongoing summer activity and rumors that we've got is that Victor Osimhen of Nigeria is strongly linked with a move to Al Hilal. Also, we are hearing rumors that because Napoli wants Nunez of Liverpool, that there may be a swap deal, right? So, it's got like 3 or 4 teams that, arguing for his signature. We hope he makes the right decision, right? Make the right decision, man. Victor Boniface, also of Nigeria, Bayern Leverkusen is open to selling him, and they were actually in negotiation with a club from Saudi, but that talks collapsed. So we don't know what's going to happen with that. So let's take a quick, break, and then we'll round it up when I come back. Yeah, welcome back. Now we move on to Moses Simon of Nigeria. He's attracting interest from Everton and Paris FC. Moses Simon is valued at around 12 million euros. We've got Victor Eletu, he plays for the Nigerian under-20 team. Is likely to leave AC Milan, where he currently applies his trade. And Schalke 04, Lorient, and Paris FC are reportedly interested in his services. Do your thing, guy. Get what's good for you. Then we have Yusufa Sanyang. Is of Gambian heritage. Is a Gambian. He moved to Slavia Prague from Ostars IF in Sweden. So he signed a deal, a long-term deal till 2030. That is a long deal, long deal. So we've got Kasim Adams. Kasim Adams is a Ghanaian. He left Servette and is evaluating offers from Belgium, Turkey, and the Middle East. We have Samuel Chukwueze. It's AC Milan winger. Fulham and Villarreal are showing interest in his services. We need Chukwueze to get. He played at the Unity Cup, and we saw the quality that this guy has got. So we do pray that he gets the right team in where he can thrive. AC Milan has been in like a topsy turvy, you know, um, state for a while. Yeah. So Cyril Dessers is also Nigerian. He recently got married, this summer. Happy married life, Cyril. Um, he's a Rangers FC of Scotland, of Glasgow. He is leaving. They've confirmed that they're not renewing his contract. So he's been linked with AEK Athens and Olympiacos. So we do hope that you make the best of it. Then we have Christantos Uche. He's a Getafe midfielder, but he's attracting Premier League interest. So we hope he comes to the Premier League. Let's see him do well in the Premier League. So Turkish and other European leagues, what we're hearing is Fisayo Dele Bashiru, Nigeria, will move to Lazio for 3.45 million euros. In La Liga, Aquadams is expected to move to Sevilla. Yuma Sadiq is expected to move to Valencia. Adam Asno to Valladolid. So that is what I have for you. And I don't want to take your time. This is More Sports. Please support us like you've been doing. If you've not subscribed to our channels on YouTube, please hit the like button. Make your comment. We always want to read it. There's no comment you make that I do not read. It forms part of my feedback. Tell me what I'm doing right. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, and tell me what you like to see more. So, and this is why I'm actually making midweek. Some people have said to me, why weekend to weekend, why don't you once in a while do midweek, summarize the stuff for us so that we can be kept in the loop. And that is what I'm doing now. It all comes from your feedback process. So thank you so much. We want you to subscribe to our channels on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and very soon we're going to add TikTok. So this weekend, I'm traveling, but don't worry, I've recorded the episode for this weekend. It will be on from Friday night. Watch it, and then let's discuss. Leave your comments as well. I always come back to read it. So before I go, I'm going to leave you with this story. Yes, football, sports gives us joy, but it cannot take away from life. So whatever you find yourself, in whatever situation or circumstances that you find yourself, always understand that there's always a tomorrow. Just like we had from my colleague, uh, it's internal anyway, and he was playing Bob Marley. Everything's gonna be all right. So we know a lot of us are going through quite a lot, especially on the African continent, where you don't know where the next meal is coming from, and you have hopes and dreams, that has not got wings underneath them yet, to take them to the world. Don't despair, don't stop. And I want to bring you the story of Mikel Antonio of West Ham. He was involved in an accident. He's 35 years old, and everybody thought that's it. When I saw the accident myself, as it was reported, somewhere deep in my mind, I just said, look, take the insurance money. I think this is the end. But as it turns out, it was not the end. So I want to play his story. Let's.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside. And something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever. I dare you to take a little pain. I dare you. I dare you not to go home. Somebody said, I don't go home, I feel bad. Go through it. You ain't gonna die. At the end of pain is success.
So that is an inspiring story. So Mikel Antonio came on as a substitute for Jamaica in the Gold Cup in his first appearance since that serious car accident in December. The forward has not yet returned for club West Ham, but came on in the 85th minute in Jamaica's 1-0 group stage defeat by Guatemala in California. Antonio, 35, skated off the road in his Ferrari and struck a tree in Epping Forest just over 6 months ago. 6 months is back, is kicking. That is absolutely fantastic news. So I want to tell you, it doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter if it's a night in your life. There's also going to be a morning, and the sun is going to shine. So let us keep there. Let us stay in there. Everything's going to be all right. Like Bob Marley says, everything's going to be all right. We're Africans, we're Black people. Even if you're white, whatever, even if you're Asian, it doesn't matter where you come from. Always believe that there's going to be a better tomorrow. The sun is going to shine again. So on that note, this is the end of today's show. I do hope you have a fantastic week ahead of you, and I do hope that you have a victorious time out there. See ya.